Fentanyl is leaked to nearly 70% of opioid overdoses in the United States. The medication Narcan helps reverse opioid overdoses.
And UT Tyler set up an event today on campus distributing free Narcan to students to help raise awareness, and KLTV7's April Peardon was there.
We're just raising awareness for the fentanyl crisis, fentanyl poisoning, and then also we're giving out free Narcan for students.
How many do you want?
They have not only the awareness and the education, but the tool to help and save lives if they ever, come across an emergency situation.
Every 5 minutes, someone in the United States dies from an opioid overdose.
Fentanyl is not an abuse problem, it's an everyone problem. Everyone can be affected by it. It doesn't affect one type of person more than someone else.
Narcan is a life-saving medication that rapidly reverses opioid overdoses.
Everyone should carry Narcan. I would like to think of it as an EpiPen. You want to have it on you, and you want to hope that you never use it, but it's good to always have it in case of emergencies.
In an initiative to help spread more awareness, the UT San Antonio Medical Branch is supplying 60 doses of Narcan per month for the next 5 years to regional hubs to meet demand.
We're going to have distribution spots across campus where students can pick up a Narcan with no questions asked, judgment-free, stigma-free, just have Narcan to take with them.
The goal is to empower students to recognize and respond to overdose situations promptly.
Spread the word so more people can know, because again, it can be anyone. It can be someone in your family or a friend. You never know.
And the Narcan will be available at UT campuses for students, faculty, and staff. April Peardon, KLTV 7 News.
A dose of Narcan costs under $23 and it expires within 3 years, but experts say it still can be effective. Don't go anywhere. Sports is